Hey guys, roddywalker here, and I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I know I haven't made a credit video in a while, and that's why I'm here for you guys. So strictly, we're just going to go into myFICO. If you guys haven't been in one of my videos before, that's the app that we love to use to find all the accurate credit scores. What we're doing today is we're simply just checking out the credit report. It's $40 a month. Whether that's something you want to do, you can do that, or you don't have to do it all. It's totally up to you guys. For some reason, people think that when I say this, it means everybody just has to get it. No, it's completely up to you. It's completely up to your financial situation and what you're comfortable with. I pay the $40 a month, but I also teach you guys how to use the app. So it comes hand in hand. Everyone has their own purpose for what they want to use it for. I use it to apply for credit cards. I use it to apply for regular loans, mortgages, all types of things. So it gives you accurate information of what these creditors are actually using. All right, so with that being said, let's go right back into it. Yeah, so FICO 8 kind of took a little bit of a hit, so don't mind that for now. Oh, but boom, all right, we can already see off the bat, I'm getting some points upgraded because you know I've been keeping up with it. Since I paid my car off, that made my credit score actually go down, but forget about that. We'll talk about that on a later date on why. Today we're going to look at the FICO Score 3B report, and with the subscription that I have, I get one each month. I'm going to go ahead and update it to show you guys what it looks like when you pull your credit report. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with it, but this is FICO's, so I love to do it just to kind of show people what this one looks like inside of the app. I do look at this once a month, and I do try to analyze and see different updates that have been made to my credit report. So I know I got some new accounts, so if we go into accounts, click into accounts, boom, I can see that they were able to add the new Verizon credit card that I got. So that's good. I see that that's on my account. Let's see. Oh, it looks like they were able to also add my new PayPal. Yeah, so I got a PayPal credit line. So right now I'm just kind of building up a couple more credit accounts just so I can grow my credit. And then this Elon one, this is another new one. So I got about 3 different credit. I got 2 credit cards and 1 line of credit in the last month or so, just to kind of build up my credit. This one was the highest one. As you can see, it gave me a $17,500 limit. That's pretty high. So pretty stoked about that. And that's why I went for it, because I wanted to increase my overall credit limits, and there was a program that I used to get that. So the point is, I'm looking inside my credit report and I'm seeing what is going on in there. So I saw that they added the new credit counts. All right, so now that we checked the accounts and stuff, we can look at the inquiries, which is not going to be pretty. It says 32, but let's just say everything on this credit report, majority of it is just that new credit that I applied for and mortgage soft pulls, which is basically the mortgage company just going through it, checking things out to see if I'm still qualifying. So I'm in the process of purchasing a home right now, so yeah, they're just gonna be kind of dinking around in my credit sometimes. So the inquiries look a lot worse than they actually can be. Once everything goes through and the loan is approved, then I will be able to work with a credit repair company and figure out which inquiries I can actually remove and which ones need to stay on the report. If you want to learn more about that, we'll have a future video on that as well. But that is just another thing that I check when I'm in this account. As you can see in collections, I have 0 collections. If that's not the case for you, if I was you, I would pay them off immediately. Also, something that I don't necessarily always agree with, but is if you don't answer the phone at all, technically you're never obligated to pay. That is another technique to use, although that is not my technique. That is just a technique to use if you're like, I guess, in a really, really bad situation. But good principles, good morals, learn to pay it off, because you never learn how to pay credit off, you're gonna keep making the same credit mistakes and you're gonna end up in the same situation over and over again. Learn how to pay things off. It's a good habit. All right, next, public record, showing anything legal wise or anything in records. That kind of stuff is probably going to show up in the public records. Pretty sure that when you get evicted, I think that even shows up in public records. Another cool thing I want you guys to look at is personal info. It's at the bottom. You click into it. But one good thing about this is you can kind of see what each credit bureau has on your information. So when you apply for things, you know exactly what that credit bureau like wants to match it against. So let's say if I put Roddy Walker on the TransUnion one, notice how it says Roddy I Walker, like it has my middle initial in there. Stuff like that can mess around when you're about to get approved or denied for something, like something as simple as me not including that I. Important things on this credit report is just to look for things that are right and look for things that are not right. I'm gonna blur out these addresses because I don't want anyone to track me down, but these addresses should be all current. They should all be up to date, and that way when you're applying for new credit and applying for new cards, they have your most recent address. That way that you won't automatically get denied because your address on your report does not match the address that you're putting in. So this is a great page to look at too, because it can prevent automatic denials for you inputting information that doesn't match your credit report. That kind of stuff looks funky to computers because computers looking at it mainly, not humans. All right, so revolving utilization, these are items to review. So if you look into these, you just see these are all these different creditors that I've worked with. It just shows different types of accounts. It will show me some of my negative items down here as well. I rarely ever use this portion, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'll use the stuff that I do talk about. I do look at the scores just because I love to see an update version of them. So there's the updated version of FICO 8. It's okay. It was way better. I was in like the 730s, 740s. Remember I said how I had to get those credits. So that credit decreased my score, plus I paid off a car. So all of that compiled together really lowered my score. Does that mean my score can't go up? Nope, but it needs time to heal. So I'm not worried about it. All right, and then the mortgage, right now I'm in the mortgage process and getting a mortgage. That mortgage credit score is in great shape. I'm happy. I more than qualify. So I'm happy that the FICO 542 score right now is looking good. I even got one at 714. Like I said, guys, none of this is too crazy. Just because I get a lot of credit, my credit score is not at like the 740s, 720s like it could be. I had it like that, but then I'm like, I want more credit. I want to keep building my credit up so I can like have options and stuff. So that's what I did. I just kept getting it. I use it responsibly. I track it. I don't overspend. I don't over leverage, and I just get high limits. So that's just my gameplay right now. It's something that has worked really well for me. All right, so here's the auto loans. You got 9 different scores. FICO Auto 5, 4, and 2, and then FICO Auto Score 8 and FICO Auto Score 9. For credit cards, this is my favorite one. Current version used in bank lending right now. They're using a lot of FICO Score 8. That's still the main modern. The older version is used as well, but like I said, it's not as used as common as FICO or as Bank Card Score 8. Sorry, I meant to say Bank Card Score this whole time. But yeah, FICO Score 3 is still being used. It's just older. Not a lot of lenders use it. And then FICO Score 9 is the latest version, and it's growing. Lenders are starting to use it. The goal and the hope is that they start using FICO Score Bank Card, FICO Score Auto Score 9, because for some weird reason my 9 FICO scores are a lot higher. That's because the way they calculate them is a lot different. So your score is a lot higher due to different variables. It's just FICO Score 9 by itself. It's just typically higher in my case, maybe different for you guys, but there's just different factors for each scoring metric. That's why there's different ones. Like one might favor medical credit differently than another one does. One might favor authorized users different than another one does. So each credit metric, has their own reason for why that score is higher than the other. So just understand that there's a reason why each one is different than the other. Honestly, I don't remember a whole lot why all these are so much different, but I have made a video about it. I have done the research. It's just hard to always remember every single detail. But just understand they're different for certain reasons that have to do with how they calculate your score. And we will be running into FICO Score 10 not too long, so do not worry about that. Okay guys, so that's basically everything we're gonna go over today with the FICO Score 3B report. And that's just my credit report. If you have any questions, if you have any ideas that you want to bring to the table, just comment it below. I love to answer your guys' questions. I love when you guys comment. You guys help the channel by liking and subscribing. That way everybody, like your friends, family, and more, can get to see this, get a chance to help grow your credit, help grow your financial, and live a better, fulfilling life. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.